Now, I'm not saying that YouTubers are setting out to lie to you. I'm just simply saying that they are not painting you the whole picture, and she could have made thousands, even hundreds of thousands more, depending on. So what is going to take me 500 views to get one amount is going to take another YouTuber thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of views to get the same amount of. Have you been told or heard it being said through YouTube videos that unless you have 1 million subscribers and hundreds of thousands of views, you are never going to see even a decent amount of money through YouTube monetization or Google AdSense? Well, that is completely and totally false. Now, I'm not saying that YouTubers are setting out to lie to you. I'm just simply saying that they are not painting you the whole picture, and there are certain factors and strategies that affect how much or how little money you can make through Google AdSense that they are not telling you about. So in today's video, I'm going to be debunking all of the myths about monetization and Google AdSense and making money that are out there by explaining to you how YouTubers make money, what is a CPM and CPC and how it leads to how much or little money you make, how to get a higher CPM and CPC to make more money, and to illustrate my points even further, I'm also going to show you the CPMs and revenues of some pretty big YouTubers on the platform just to illustrate my point that much further. So I have a lot to say and a lot to get through, so I really hope you guys enjoy, and let's jump on into it. So how are YouTubers paid? How do we make money from our videos? So once a YouTuber reaches the 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time requirements, that YouTuber is then eligible to sign up for or at least apply for Google AdSense, which is the program through which we get paid by Google AdSense and YouTube putting ads on our videos and us getting paid from the impressions and clicks on the ads of our videos. Once you are monetized, when you go to upload a video to YouTube, you are going to have a monetization tab. This is where you are able to place ads on your videos, and you're able to decide what kind of ads you want. So skippable, non-skippable, overlay, and then the amount of money you make through those ads is going to depend on the type of ad. So for example, skippable and non-skippable ads are going to make more money than overlay ads because skippable and non-skippable play before, during, and after your video depending on where you place them. And when those ads are playing, they are the focus of the video, whereas the overlay plays at the bottom of the screen during your video, meaning that the overlay ad is not the focus of the viewer's attention, whereas the skippable and the non-skippable ads are the direct focus of the viewer's attention. So the type of ad you put on your video is also going to play a role and a factor in how much or how little money you make on your videos. So that in short is how a YouTuber makes money, but there is a lot more to it that a lot of people don't talk about. Common misconceptions tied to monetization. Your subscriber count has nothing to do with how much money you make. A YouTuber with 2,000 subscribers can make the exact same amount of money as a YouTuber with 2 million subscribers. Secondly, a female YouTuber does not make more money than a male YouTuber, neither vice versa. Your gender and your channel's gender has no part in how much or how little money you make. And also, 1 million views on a video does not automatically lead to $1 million for a video. A lot of people think that it's $1 for every view. So if your video has 50,000 views, you make $50,000. If you have 1 million views, you have $1 million. That is not how AdSense works, and that is not how YouTube monetization works. So how does it work? So first, YouTube has to pick the ads that are going to be playing on your video. And there are certain factors that are considered when YouTube is deciding what ads play on your videos. One factor being targeted by your demographics, geography, and language, meaning where in the world your viewers are. Demographics in the sense of what gender and age are your average viewers, and language meaning what language do your viewers typically watch videos in. So do they typically watch English videos, French videos, German videos? And then the second factor is targeting by audience and interest, meaning showing a specific ad to a specific viewer based on the type of content they usually watch on YouTube and the content of the videos they watched before yours, which is why you can have 10 people watch the same one of your videos and not necessarily all 10 of them are going to have the same ad. The ad they are given is going to be based on the interest and activity of videos they watched before yours. So what happens once YouTube picks the ad? Your video is then going to be assigned a CPM, which stands for cost per mil, better known as cost per 1,000 views, essentially how much you are making per 1,000 views on that video, which is another misconception a lot of people have. You are not paid the same amount of money for every single one of your videos. Every one of your videos will have a different and unique CPM based on the factors I just mentioned. So you can have one video with a CPM of $10, one with $20, one with $2, one with $1. But the first thing that will happen is YouTube will assign that video and that ad had a specific CPM. Then it is also given a CPC, which stands for cost per click. So the CPM is essentially the money you are paid when somebody views the ad on your video, and the CPC is the amount of money you're paid when somebody clicks on the ad, basically going to that advertiser's website or product or service through the ad on your video. So those are the two forms of payment you're receiving on your videos from the ads placed on your videos. So if your CPM is $1 per 1,000 views, that means that on a video with 1,000 views, you make $1, and for every view, you get 0.001 cents. Whereas if your CPM is $10, for every 1,000 views, you make $10, and for every view, you get paid 0.010 cents per view. Now, this is where a lot of YouTubers start to claim that you can't make a lot of money through AdSense, because in their specific experience, they might have had a very, very low CPM, whereas if you had a much higher CPM than they did, you have the potential to make more money than they do. Because if I get 600 views on one video that has a CPM of $21, I am then paid $9.82. That's an amount of money that will take somebody else with a CPM of $1, 9,820 views to make the same amount of money that I made with 600 views. So what is going to take me 500 views to get one amount is going to take another YouTuber thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of views to get the same amount of money. Which is why the amount of subscribers you have has nothing to do with how much money you make, because it is all based on the CPM you get per video and how many monetized views you get on that video. And yes, I say monetized views because if your video gets 500,000 views and only like 100 people watch the ad, you're not going to make a whole lot of money, and that's like 500,000 people who could have watched your ad but didn't. So another important factor in making money is also having audience members that actually watch the ads on your videos. If you're somebody who has an audience that always watches your ads, you potentially make more money than somebody who has an audience that never watches the ads. And then another thing that a lot of YouTubers don't mention is that YouTube takes 45% of your revenue just for basically being the platform that allows you to make money off of your videos, which a lot of people are salty about, which I don't really mind, because I think it is kind of fair to give a cut to the website that's allowing you to make money off of their platform. And even with the 45% cut they take, I'm still making pretty decent money. But that is something you have to note when monetizing your videos. Now, before continuing on with this video, I want to jump onto my computer real quick, and I want to show you guys a few CPMs and revenues from some other YouTubers' videos that they made public on their own channels to really physically show you how CPMs affect different YouTubers and the amount of money they make. So for this example, I have pulled up 3 different videos where YouTubers have revealed their CPM and how much money they made off of those videos. So this first one is from a YouTuber called Natalie Barbu, and this is her video, How Much Money YouTube Has Paid Me Total, Not Clickbait. So this is a section of her video where she shows that she got 3 million estimated monetized playbacks on her video, meaning 3 million people stopped to watch an ad on that video, and she made a total of $13,706.96. So to make $13.7 thousand off of 3 million views on this video, that means that Natalie had a CPM of about $4 for this video. Meaning, had her CPM been $5, $10, even $20, she could have made twice, 3, 4, even 5 times this amount of money, and she could have made thousands, even hundreds of thousands more, depending on her CPM. Now, if we go to this second video, this is from a YouTuber called Dan Locke, and this video is how much YouTube paid me for my 1 million plus viewed video, 3 little known factors. So on this video, he did not show his CPM, but he showed that he had 161.9 thousand estimated monetized playbacks, meaning again that 161,000 people watched the ad on his video, and he made a little over $1,000 off that video, meaning that he had a CPM of $6.82 on this video. So again, his CPM was $6, and had his CPM been $10, $15, $20, he could have made a lot more money than he made. And then the third video is this one from Hannah Ashton, whose videos I absolutely adore, and this video is how much YouTube paid me yearly, 100,000 views and 1 million views, not clickbait. So on this video, you see that she had 1.9 million monetized views on that video. She made $7,533 $33.27 with a CPM of $7.14. So that is already a CPM that is higher than the other two videos I showed you. But again, had her CPM been $10, $12, $15, $20, even like $50, she could have made a lot more money than she did. So obviously $7,000 is nothing to sneeze at, but this is all just to illustrate that even a YouTuber with millions of subscribers like Dan Locke over here can make only like $1,000 off of a video with 1 million views on it, just based off of the CPM and how many people are actually willing to sit through an ad on that video. So now that I have really broken down for you guys how a CPM and CPC works on your videos and the different things that it affects, so now I want to explain to you guys how to get a higher CPM and higher CPC to make more money. So as you saw in those videos, those YouTubers typically had a CPM of about $4, $6, $8. And to be completely 100% transparent with you guys, my own CPMs, I will put them up on the screen to show you, but I have an average CPM of between $15, $20, $30 and one that has a ridiculously high CPM of about $200, but those are my CPMs and my CPCs on average. So having a higher or lower CPM and CPC are based on a few different factors. The first one being the time of year. So you may have heard a lot of YouTubers say that we make a lot more money during the months between November and January, which is 100% true. YouTubers make more money during the holiday season because what happens is during the last month and a half of the year, advertisers have a certain budget they're given for advertising at the beginning of the year, and if they don't use all the money they were given by the end of the year, then they lose it. So the holiday season is when they really start to scramble to spend as much money as possible because they want to get something for their money and not just lose it. So they tend to pay YouTubers and website owners a little bit more money for the ads, which is when YouTubers start to make more money during the holiday season than the rest of the year. Now, the second factor is probably one of the most important and the biggest factors of how much you get for your CPM and CPC, and it's the type of content you make. Essentially, your channel's niche and the theme of your videos. So a video about insurance or digital marketing, for example, is worth a lot more money than a morning routine or what's in my bag or what's on my iPhone, which is why so often it's the lifestyle YouTubers that tell you that you can't make that much money because they have some of the lowest CPMs on YouTube, usually between $1 and $8 per 1,000 views, which means they have to sometimes get like 5, 6, even 7 times the views that somebody else gets to make the same amount of money, which is why with 600 views on my videos, I make the same amount of money it could take somebody hundreds of thousands of views to get, just based off of the difference between my CPM and theirs. So the niche and theme that you make your videos under plays a huge part in how much or how little money you make. The third really big factor in how much money you make and your CPM and CPC is your audience. Where in the world your viewers are from plays a really big role in how much money you make, because if the majority of your audience is in North America, the United Arab Emirates, or certain parts of Europe, your CPM is going to be much higher than if your viewers are from Moldova or Africa, because North America and Europe is where the largest part of advertisers have their customers and their base. So the CPM is going to be higher in countries that they can actually sell to rather than in countries they can't sell to. So having your audience being majorly North American or European is going to heighten your CPM, whereas if the majority of your audience is in, say, Africa or Moldova, your CPM is going to be much lower. Also, side note I wanted to mention on this, a lot of people think that if you yourself are based somewhere that has a low CPM, that's going to affect you, but it doesn't. If you live in Moldova, for example, where the CPM is much lower, but the majority of your audience is in Canada, the US, the UK, and UAE, your CPM is going to be much higher, because even though you yourself live in a low CPM country, your audience is from a high CPM country, so where you live is not going to affect you. The next factor is one I've already mentioned, and it is the ad type. So again, if you are putting skippable and non-skippable ads on your videos, you're going to make a lot more money than, say, through overlay ads. Again, because of how your viewers interact and view those ads. So depending on what ad type you have on the ads of your videos, you make more or less money. And the final factor is currency exchange. So if you live in the US, then most ads are done in USD. So because YouTube and Google are both American companies, and I think they're both based in California, all of the advertising and everything is calculated in USD. So depending on where you live and your currency, you make more or less. So for example, I live in Canada, so I make more money than usual because the Canadian dollar is worth more than the American dollar, whereas if you live in like the UK or Australia, the pound is worth less than the American dollar, so you would make considerably less than somebody in either the US or Canada. So your currency is another factor to consider. So that, you guys, is pretty much everything about monetization and advertisers and AdSense and CPMs and CPCs. Hopefully this video made even a lick of sense, because I know that I did not know any of this stuff when I was first getting monetized and first starting out on YouTube. I really did believe what everybody was saying, that unless I had millions of views and subscribers, I would never see even a little bit of money. And now I am making just as much money as some YouTubers with hundreds of thousands of subscribers. So this video was all basically just to show and illustrate and tell you that even if you are a smaller YouTuber, that there is not any lost hope about making money on YouTube. You still have the potential to make a really good amount of money as long as you have all of the right factors in place. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this helped you even a little bit. If you have any more questions, feel free to comment down below, email me, hit me up on Instagram, because I know that this whole process is super confusing and sometimes I still even have questions. So if you have any further questions, just let me know and I'll be sure to get back to you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you all to the moon and back, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!